Well, here we have an essential DVD extra for any animated film, the storyboard to film comparison. I really enjoyed working with the two Scots, the storyboard artists on this show. They came up with a lot of the gags themselves, like that Notre Dame, Hunchback of Notre Dame doorbell, which I thought was quite funny. The animators would use their storyboards a lot for the poses and for the expressions, as well as the camera angles and the scene setups. Their drawings were just so good. I think they really captured the life and the energy of these characters.
Harry, come on in.
Thank you, scary Godmother. I don't mind if I do.
As you can see, we stuck pretty close to the storyboards in general. There were a few scenes that were like, we didn't really know how we were going to do it at the time we were boarding the show, so we would put in a drawing and say, we'll figure it out when we get to the animation stage. Which, of course, then I hated myself later when we got to it and had to figure it out while we were madly scrambling. Here's the finger food gag that was deemed too gross to put into the show. The guy that animated this, Keith Richardson, we had originally planned on, as you see by the storyboard, not showing Harry rolling over, but Keith asked to animate it. We weren't going to show it because I figured it'd be too hard to animate, it would slow somebody down, and Keith really wanted to show the whole thing, so he talked me into letting him give it a shot, and I'm glad he did, because I really like it now. I think it's quite funny. Coming from television production, well, this is basically a television production, but the shows that I normally would direct have all been half hours, and I only have about 2 weeks to storyboard the show, and so it was really a real luxury for me on Scary Godmother, because I had about 2 months. And we really were able to work out a lot of the things, a lot of the staging and a lot of the gags. Here's a gag that the animator Gino Niscelli came up with. He's also actually an animation director. He was animating on my show, which was nice. That wasn't at the storyboard stage, Harry pulling things out of his pockets. And there was a gag here that we had at the storyboards where Harry's blathering on and Hannah looks to Scary and Scary looks to Pettibone. But it was too confusing. We just axed it at the animation stage and just kept with the two-shot.
It's not my name. Harry, this is not Ophelia Saint.
I am such a huge fan.
This idea of doing a two-dimensional treats montage here was also Scott's, I think. It was nice to have one of Jill's renditions, at least one of Jill's renditions of Scary in the show. So she did the art for that. Here you go, Scott loved to take pictures of his dog after having fed it peanut butter. I think I got about 40 drawings of Harry just licking his lips in various poses, which was great reference for the animators when they were doing it. For some reason, they hated drawing backgrounds. I guess it was too much work. So I knew where the characters were in relationship to the camera and where they were in relationship to each other, but often I didn't know where they were in the set. I had to remember where I thought they were going to be when we were doing the storyboards.